excited to share the news with you that I finally got my PMP certification done.
Thanks to EduHubSpot.com and Varun's mentorship.
The material provided by EduHubSpot is fantastic and the mentoring is phenomenal.
I could not accomplish this feat without the outstanding mentorship of Varun.
I would like to thank EduHubSpot for all the support that was given to me in this journey.
If you're looking to be certified just like me, EduHubSpot is your go-to place.
Thank you, EduHubSpot, for helping me become a PMI Certified professional.
I want to give credit to my success to the EduHubSpot team.
Hey Bhavik, congratulations in passing the PMP exam. So how are you feeling now?
Hi Gautam, I'm way too much excited. I was a bit nervous, but now I'm feeling very good to clear PMP exam. It was something I was aiming for, I think, past few months, but then things got delayed over the time. But never mind, it is a sweet which ended good.
Yeah, the climax of the movie was good actually. It's
Yeah,
a
correct.
good movie. Yeah, but Bhavik, I must admit this. I know the level of effort you have put behind this, Bhavik. Even though in between you went little off track, but you pushed yourself back and finally you ended up in a great fashion, man. You really deserve this.
Yeah, thanks. I think credit goes to EduHub as well. It's not only the effort which it matters, but the path and the way which I used, right, which was laid by EduHub, that helped me a lot to gain what I wanted.
Thank you so much, Bhavik. Thank you so much. Bhavik, and first of all, before we start our interview, I personally want to thank you because let me tell you one thing very frankly. Lot of my students always say this to me. Gautam, you have to conduct this success story interview often. It really motivates us. Thanks for doing this interview with me, Bhavik. Trust me, your interview will definitely motivating people. You
Yeah,
are giving the people back. Thank you so much for
yeah,
doing
it's my
this.
pleasure. Actually, it helped me also when I see interviews of other people who have already passed, right? It
Mm.
motivates and boosts everyone. So yeah, no
Exactly,
problem.
exactly. So I have set of questions that I would like to ask you. So let me ask you one by one. Please share your professional background, what you do.
Okay, so actually, I have 10 years of experience as a software engineer. Currently, I'm a project lead in Sun Life Malaysia, which is working as an insurance domain, and I am a lead in a core backend system.
Mm,
So I started my career as a product developer in 2014 in India, and
mm,
then I moved to Malaysia in 2018. So since then, I am here and slowly growing.
That's nice to know. That's nice to know. Bhavik, share your experience, your entire PMP journey from start to end. Can you please share it?
Journey is a bit exciting actually for me because I initially never planned that I will never do a PMP for myself. But
Mm,
what happened was things turned around very quickly. I would say during 2020, 2019-20 sometime, our company started to move towards Agile.
mm,
And I was into my first project, company's first project, and I was also part of that team. So things got a bit changed, and agile, as we know, it's always changing, adaptive. So it was a really new things for me, like what is a backlog thing or what is a sprint review, and how changes for us, it's a user actually. So
mm,
user will give us the changes. So how user are giving changes at end time, and we have to do it. So that's what agile is all about, right?
yeah.
So I was always fascinated like how things are working on the life cycle side of point of view.
Mm,
And then we worked for that project for 1 year. We had few releases and we had 2 to 3 weeks of all the sprint reviews and everything. So I was very fascinated about agile things. And then in my next project, it was completely traditional in first go.
mm,
So things was very different when I worked in agile and in traditional, and my responsibility got increased when I went into this project. I was a project lead over there from IT side actually.
mm,
So there was a constant, always checking with project manager and everything. But the requirements were so complex at that time. We were not able to, go with this traditional way. So things, I mean, changed to hybrid side.
mm,
And then I got very fascinated like how hybrid works. It was a very new thing for me where requirement will be agile, but the implementation will be a traditional path.
mm,
So this triggered me like I wanted to know more like how things actually work on project manager side or how the project gets implemented or how things work out. So this is where my journey actually started for PMP. So I started analyzing like what should I do, I was a bit confused at that time between Prince 2 and PMP. But then doing some analysis and research and everything, then I came to the point, yeah, I should do PMP. That's where
Okay.
my PMP journey started.
Okay. Okay. Then how was the journey, for the studying journey, Bhavik? Can you please share that while you're
I
studying? Yeah.
I think when I was even drilling down, right, for my PMP, this thing, I was confused between two institutes. One was EduHub and one more another one. But that time, that institute did not have that way of communication of what EduHub have. And he explained me and run through all the aspects, like what things are offered in EduHub. Then what will be my plan? He asked me like how many hours I can dedicate, and he created a plan for me. I mean, I was very shocked, like wow. I mean, EduHub is creating a plan for me. That was really surprising for me that I don't have to plan like what I want. They will give me a plan. Okay, if I'm able to give this much time and allocate this much time, I will be able to clear my PMP and so on so time. So that was really shocking. And then definitely all things what he explained, and I saw a few videos on YouTube. So I was very sure, okay, I need to go to EduHub. There is no other options, and I just enrolled on the next day. Next day, I paid fees and enrolled for the boot camp, and then I started with boot camp with you. And I had done many trainings, not I mean PMP, but for my upskilling and cross skilling, and all were self-paced. So the expectations for the training, right, what I was expecting, is very different when I came to EduHub. Definitely, you exceeded all my expectations.
Thank you, Bhavik. Thank you.
I mean, the level at which you have teach us, right? I thought I'm in school, back to my school. You went to the lowest level. The people even who don't understand anything related to management will easily grab things what is happening. And the boot camp, I mean, seriously, I would suggest everyone, even though if you don't want to give PMP, just attend boot camps. You will
Thank you, Bhavik.
understand every management things and each and everything.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Good, good, good. So, thank you so much for sharing your journey, Bhavik. The next question I have is your experience with the actual PMP exam. How was the actual PMP exam?
If I say I mean if I don't have that pressure, right, then my PMP exam is as close as what EduHub has the mock test. It was very close, but definitely it's not my mock test, it's my
Yeah.
PMP exam. So definitely pressure is going to come in, and there is a lot of things going in and around. So my main point was, I mean, the 230 minutes enough or not. So that was my main thing, and I was in a pressure like, what if questions are like very different than what I have learned? That was another. So I mean, even though questions are simple, right? Those pressure makes it more harder or difficult to
Correct.
understand.
Correct.
And but I think the videos from Varun and you, and the live sessions which we have, right, help me a lot to segregate things. Like 80 80 70 was the rule which Varun said us, that you give 80 80 70. So my first 60 questions were like mix and match, not too difficult, but not too easy also, like medium and that. So I think in 70 minutes I cleared my first 60 questions, and then I was reviewing my all questions. But at that point of time, I thought I shouldn't give so much time on reviewing, because if I review each and every question, there will be less time for my next questions.
Correct.
So in 75 minutes, I cleared my first section. Then I took a break, and then I came back, and my second set was too difficult. Too
Okay.
difficult because I was that was the and the problem was it started with the first question itself.
Okay.
So he really demotivated me. I
Uh,
mean, first 10-20 questions, it was so badly framed, very, very long questions.
mm,
And the answers were, I mean, the options were not even close to questions.
mm,
So whatsoever I try, elimination technique or whatsoever, I will be always confused between two options, which one to select.
mm.
And my 15-20 questions, I think I used around 25 minutes to 30 minutes.
Oh.
And I don't know, that time the timer is going at 2x speed. I checked 25 35 minutes, and I am just at 20 questions, and I really lost everything. I thought
Mm,
I'm not going to pass this time because
mm,
it's a very difficult question. But
mm.
then I remember few videos, old videos, where Gautam and Varun both has said, right, there will be questions in a way that there will be few difficult questions, few easy questions, few medium questions. So I thought, I think this is the difficult question. Let's focus on the next part. It would be mostly easy, and then we go on.
Yeah.
And yeah, after 25 questions, it was all medium and thing. But thing was, my first 25 question made me so nervous that my next few questions I was still very nervous. But over the time, I think in next 70 80 minutes, I cleared my 60 questions.
That's nice to hear.
And then I took a break, and in that break I was really curious what will be my result, if whether I will pass or not pass. But then I thought, let's not think about those all things. This is my third and last set. Let's give my full 100%, and then we will see what happens.
That's
but
nice,
I,
man.
but really it was, my second. If that question would have come at end, right,
Uh,
then it would have been more easy for me. But it came in middle, right? It
mm,
really put me down. But
mm,
then I somehow managed myself, and I took a break, and I said, let's go and see. Third set was mix and match, and mostly was on agile. And I
mm.
was very good in agile, the way which you taught in boot camps, right? I can, like, agile, I can do anything anytime. So those were agile questions, and it was very good. I think I finished in, I think, less. There was still 10 minutes left,
Mm.
but I was so nervous that whether I should review it or not review it. I was still reviewing it because I thought, let's use all time and see. And when the whole exam completed, I filled in the survey, and I was so nervous. I thought, I think I have not passed, and I did not even see my result.
Okay.
Because I just saw one line that your result will be given in 2 days.
Huh.
But there was one more line above that your congratulations, you have been passed. But I was so nervous and sad, I did not see that.
Uh,
And then my examiner came in and he's congratulating me. Hey,
oh.
you have passed. And I said,
Uh.
oh, okay, okay.
It's a very, you have framed it very well, man. Thank you for sharing this, Bhavik. And the next question I have is, what advice you would give to someone, who is starting their PMP certification journey? What advice you'd give?
I think first step would be, thing is, you need support.
Mm,
You have to take your time out for this. There is no excuse that, I will study here and there 15 minutes there. No, you have to focus on your time. You'll have to make a timetable, focus 1 to 2 hours daily, and maybe on weekends give more time on this. And best thing is EduHubSpot. Creates a schedule for us, plan for us. That is the second best thing. So I just gave my plan to you in initial first meeting, right? That
mm,
on weekdays I can only give like 1 to 2 hours. On weekends I can give 5 plus 5 hours.
yeah.
So my whole schedule was planned in such a way, and then just follow the process. I would say the videos, the test, and everything which is in EduHub. I think it is all okay. You just have to trust the process, because during my time I completed everything. I went to mock test also completed, and I was not sure is this enough or not, because
Mm,
few of my friends and colleagues said, no, you have to study PM book, or you have to study this and that. And then I was not sure whether is this okay or not. But the WhatsApp group which Varun had created, right,
yeah.
it really boosted the confidence, because I saw many people, posting their success story, that they just clear their PMP exam, just follow the process, just only go through these videos and mock test, it will help. And the best thing was, people were even putting their mock test score. So I
Mm,
was able to connect with them, like, oh, people have scored 60%, 65%, few people have scored 55%, and still they made it through, and in first attempt.
yeah.
So I think that helped me a lot to gain my confidence, and I said, okay, if they can do it, then even I can do it.
Perfect, Bhavik. You know what? By saying this, you will convince 10 more people. This will be
Yeah,
published on our website. You will, by saying this, people will get convinced. Thank you so much for sharing this, man. Thank you so much. My last question, your experience with EDU, HubSpot.
my experience was, way more than what I was expecting, actually. Because I had done, as mentioned, that I have done few courses and certificates done previously, and the training are like all recorded one, and the recording is also, I would not say the level which Varun has also have recorded, right?
Mm,
But the way in which Varun has recorded, it doesn't feel like it's a recorded video. It still feels like he's talking to me. It's more interactive way.
mm,
And then the boot camp is like all take, if anybody who attends boot camp, right, I think 80% to 70% PMP is done for them.
thank you, Bhavik.
Because in the way you have taught all the concepts, right, and making sure that you explain around some explanation, the examples which are around day to day life, right, or to day to day working experience. So after your explanation, we can connect it within our experience, like
Mm,
how we are doing in our offices or whatever culture they are. And
yeah.
then it makes more simple for us to understand those things. So I think bootcamp, Varun video, mock test, done. Just give PMP.
Thank you so much for saying this, Bhavik. Yeah, we came to the end of the video. Thank you so much, man, for taking time and sharing your experience. So kind of you. And anyway, we are going to be in touch. All the very
Yeah,
best for your future endeavors, Bhavik.
thanks, Gautam. I think you deserve a lot, and thanks for HubSpot for helping me achieving this. More than getting that PMP certified, more importantly for me was to understand the concept how things work. So I think it helped me to gain that bit. So
Thank you,
thanks.
Bhavik. So happy to hear this. All the best, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.